Welcome to the Royal Ballet School. My name is Wayne Kitchener and I'm a physiotherapist. Today we're joined with Leire Ortueta, who is one of our Pilates instructors, and with Jules Chastre, who is a third-year student of the Royal Ballet School in his pre-professional year. He is currently recovering from an ankle injury. Today we're going to speak about balance, and we're going to understand about how we use exercises to help improve this after injury, like in the case of Jules and his ankle problem, but also balance is a key performance indicator of success at the Royal Ballet School, feeding into the foundations of classical ballet, including weight placement, alignment, and posture. We're going to start with our first exercise, which would be something that we would do in the early stages. We're going to begin with foot intrinsics, as we at the Royal Ballet School and with the Royal Ballet School way see these an essential part of activating the foot muscles before we begin balance work.
Okay, then let's start with intrinsics on the floor. So Jules, can you come down? Okay, so basic intrinsics on the floor will be flat foot on the floor and then trying to get the metatarsals, the arch, to go back towards the front of the heel, yes? Making sure that your toes are nice and long. Try not to get them like this, just long toes and getting the metatarsals to come up. So just show that. That's it. Good. And coming down. That's it. Making sure it's balanced. You're not going onto the little toe. Balance the foot there. That's it. And coming down. Good. Then from here we go to doming and heel off. So the next one will be keeping those long toes. Heel will come off. There you go. And coming down and release. So you'll do 10 repetitions of each. And that's it. Just one more to show. That's it. Keeping those long toes. Good. And coming down. Nice. From here, we're going to go into the ball. So that's it. Before getting onto the ball, we are going to also lengthen those toes and strengthen those toes underneath. So we use the band. This is the fitness band for the toes. Yeah, if you get a very strong band, it's difficult to keep that length on the toes. This takes time to get it right because normally the toe wants to curl. You want to lengthen underneath and keeping the toe away from that metatarsal coming down. Yes, long, that's it. And you do about 10 repetitions of each toe so you can feel as well those intrinsic muscles working. Good. That's it. Good. Once that's all nice and loose, let's get into the ball. The ball, you can put the ball against something, against a wall, and put the foot here. So first we're going to start with just the toes. So pushing, that's it, keeping again that long toes, heel on the floor. Yes, and this is a bit challenging, so that's why we need to get this intrinsics on the floor first. Yes, and good. Good. From there, 10 repetitions. From here, we go toes, and then the heel will come off. That's it. Again, just pushing the tips of the toes towards the floor. That's it. Then heel will come down and release. You can do this with a stretched leg as well. That's it. And again, so toes, then pushing the toes, heel off. Yes. Coming down and release. Good. Another 10 repetitions of that. And now from there, let's go with 2 feet. Now you're going to bend one leg, and we're going to go into metatarsals, so demi-point, pushing towards the ball, so you now engage a little bit of the calf, as well as the underneath of the foot. Good. And then change, pushing towards the ball. That's it. Nice. And again. That's it, demi-point. Good. And one more. You do 10 repetitions here. And now from here, we're going into point. So point the foot down, bend the knee, and again. You'll engage underneath again. Good. And coming down. Keep it, that's it, align all the toes. Lovely. And 10 repetitions also here. Great. Good.
It's now important to think about in our second set of exercises that we transition from the foot intrinsics in a non-weight bearing position to a weight-bearing position. And this will then really help translate in some of our balance training. We're going to use some of the physique foam wedges to assist in this process.
Okay, so let's start with the intrinsic standing now. Yes, so now without, we're going to use the ramp, but without the ramp first, just going onto that doming. Good, now hold it, and then from that transfer the weight onto one foot. Keep that's it, activate this leg. That's it, and keep it, the toes as long as you can. That's it. And then you can start with the 5 seconds, 10 seconds, up to a minute to get that strength on the intrinsics plus the stability of the ankle. Good. And now we're going a little bit more challenging with just raising the heel from the ground. Yes, then dome, that's it. And then hold that dome in, transfer the weight onto that single leg. Engage the other leg, that's it. And the same here, holding for 5, that's great, 5, 10 to 1 minute, great. And relax well.
We're now going to move on to some exercises that challenge both in standing, also some change of direction, adding a slightly different input into the foot, which can obviously aid in challenging proprioception and helping towards the improvement of balance. We're going to use the physique domes and also the physique oval balance pads in order to be able to do this.
All right, so start with the on the foams. That's it. From the foams, stepping into the domes. That's it, and going back. Good. Make sure you've got your shoulders on top of your hips, and connect those deep abdominals. That's it, and back. Then change the legs. That's it. Good, Jules. Nice. That gets a little bit of that wobbly on the ankles to get them more stable. That's it. And back. Good. Then, with more challenging, you can just move them around. That's it. And then just step. Try to see if you can stay into a balance there on one foot and then transition onto the next. That's it.
Just remember that this is a really tricky exercise that does require some practice to get improvements. And remember, it's always important that you work within your own limitations.
That's it, Jules. Nice. Good. Yes, that's it. Engaging the other leg. Yep. Great.
Hopefully today you've got some good insight into some different exercises that we've used to improve our balance, both for rehabilitation, but also our general balance and performance. Thank you for joining us here today at the Royal Ballet School.